Fans are done being quiet.
Kevin Stefanski. It's going to be a long week, man. You got some explaining to do. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Cleveland is boiling right now, and all signs point to Kevin Stefanski.
The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. That quarterback play was garbage. You know it, and I know it, and everybody who looked at that shit saw it, knows it. You put that garbage on the field, man. Dillon Gabriel has no business being a starting quarterback on any NFL team at this point in his career, and you know that. You call yourself a quarterback coach or developer, you know that. You still on that book, Stefanski, because for real, the best quarterback you had in your building, you put him at number 3. Everybody said during training camp, Shedeur Sanders was the best guy in training camp. You probably know that, but you still on that boat, you know. I know you ain't got, you just doing what the owner's telling you to do, not to play him. But that guy there that you put out on the field, you saw him all week during practice. You saw him. That guy has no business out there on the field when you got somebody on the bench that's probably 3 times better than him at this point in his career. Yeah. You're going to be answering questions all week. So I hope you come up with some good answers, because I'm going to be listening. Peace.
Jimmy Haslam is laughing at all of us, folks.
Yeah,
He's laughing at all of us.
We're the idiots.
We're the idiots. We keep going back. Fans keep spending money on jerseys, on tickets. Jason has said how many times? This is all about 29. That's 4 freaking years from now. They don't care. They put out this garbage offensive product. Congratulations, the Titans. Congratulations to the Titans. They should be very proud of themselves. They passed the Browns into 31st place yesterday in points per game. And by the way, they only needed to score 10 to get there, or whatever the hell they scored. The Browns are dead last in points per game. It is the worst offense, one of the worst offenses I've ever seen in my life. From top to bottom, coaching staff, talent, execution, all of it. It's horrible. It's disgraceful. And Jimmy Haslam is laughing. He and their family do not give a rat's you-know-what about any of us and any of you. They don't care. They just want to keep taking your money because they know that no matter how bad a product they stick you with, you're going to keep coming back. And that's a darn shame how the Haslams and this organization has treated this fan base. It's a disgrace.
Cue my damn music. Bruh, look like he, for one, he's short, man. He can barely even get the ball. This is blasphemy!
Alright guys, serious question. Does Dillon Gabriel understand the concept of stepping up in the pocket? No, seriously, does he understand that concept? Because dude is just tucking back there, Mighty Mouse. And I know the O-line hasn't been the best, but part of the reason why he's getting sacked is because he's holding on to the ball and he looks indecisive out there. I mean, we'll just have to tune in to the rest of this game because, to be honest, it isn't looking so good for him. I mean, he was only able to put together one sustained drive late in the first half, but that was about it. But I also think Kevin Stefanski's play calling isn't doing him any favors either. Just one very ugly game, and you have to think, will Stefanski finally get to Cannes after this game? Because I sure hope so. I'll circle back to this in either a few hours or a couple days.
The Cleveland Browns and Stefanski need to stop this. I wouldn't be surprised if Stefanski gets fired after this game. Here are the numbers. Dillon Gabriel, 25 for 43 pass attempts for only 184 yards. He was sacked 6 times. And there were a couple of more sacks that were taken away by penalties and a fumble that was taken away by a penalty. He maybe threw the ball over 10 yards 3 or 4 times out of 43. I'll give or take maybe 5. This kid cannot get the ball into the end zone. And I don't want to hear it's about coaching, it's Stefanski's fault and this and that and the penalties. This is what Stefanski wanted. He knew Dillon Gabriel was not ready. It's time to go ahead and put Shedeur in. After a performance like this, if Dillon Gabriel is starting another week, Kevin Stefanski needs to be fired. Now, this is another kicker. The only way, I have a feeling, I hope this is not true, but the Browns owner, he may try to fire Stefanski before giving Shador a chance to step on the field. This was horrible. I can't even watch it.
This is me at Shador Sanders today at the game. Oh, am I getting in? Probably not. He's doing great. Yeah, he's thrown almost
9. Smart as well. I'd led with attractive, but smart's a nice attribute.
3 or 4 interceptions. He also threw one straight through the goalpost. Yep. Hit somebody on the head and in the back. But you know me. I'm QB3, maybe a 2, never do.
If Dillon Gabriel, I don't know, he wins 2 games, 3 games, I don't think Shador's going to see that field until after the bye week. But let's say he loses these 4 games. I think they should just use that bye week to say, listen, Shador, we're going to give you 2 weeks to get yourself up to speed with the ones and just see what you can do.
I don't know if he's been given a fair shot at all throughout this whole training camp process, throughout anything.
He hasn't.
Now, I feel like, okay, they've traded Flacco, but have they traded Flacco because Deshaun Watson is coming back to fitness?
Someone made a good point on that. Maybe the Browns aren't announcing it, but Deshaun's maybe closer to full fitness than, yeah.
And Deshaun Watson's paid something like 40-something million a year. We know how the NFL works. Whoever has paid the most money has to see the field at some point.
Trust me.
So, what are you going to do? Like, Dillon Gabriel just started today. But then, in my mind, how the Browns are treated Shador already, they could push Deshaun Watson back on the field before they push Shador on, because Shador is what he's meant to be, but he is touted as a 5th-round pick. I don't know if Kevin Stefanski likes him in this offense either.
You can.
I mean,
I've gone on to
2 years ago, he won coach of the season.
Good point.
He did with Joe Flacco as well. But I feel like that's when the offense was pushing the ball down the field.
Losing the locker room, the fan base, and maybe his job. After another ugly loss, the Browns fan base exploded online, calling for Stefanski to be fired immediately. Fans say they're tired of his stubborn play calling, the predictable offense, and his refusal to give Sanders a real shot while protecting Dillon Gabriel. The energy in Cleveland isn't disappointment anymore. It's disgust. One fan said it best. He's been hiding behind excuses since week 1. And honestly, they're right. Every game looks the same. Conservative play calls, no rhythm, no trust in the young talent. It's the same Stefanski script, and fans are tired of watching reruns. Now reports are surfacing that Stefanski might give up play calling duties, which sounds like damage control more than leadership. Because at this point, the city's patience is gone. Browns fans don't want adjustments. They want accountability. If this keeps up, don't be surprised if ownership steps in. Because when the fans turn on you this loud, it's only a matter of time before the organization follows. As always, thank you so much for stopping by.